Alright guys, in this video we are going to talk about how we use delta S total for a reaction process to determine whether it's spontaneous or non-spontaneous. Here is part of the concept map of this chapter, and we saw this in our lecture. The most important information from this concept map is if you want to know whether a reaction or process is spontaneous or not, you cannot use the enthalpy change of the reaction to decide, right? The red cross here. And you have to use the delta S total for the reaction process to determine. In order to calculate the delta S total, you have to calculate the delta S surroundings and delta S reaction. For delta S surroundings, you can get this value from this equation. Okay, so negative delta H reaction over temperature. For delta S reaction, this is the equation that you need. In this video, we are going to focus on this equation and this equation. For this equation, we'll have another video to show you how we use this equation. Okay, now let's take a look at this question. It's from your textbook. If you know delta H reaction, delta S reaction, and the temperature, how do we calculate the delta S total and decide whether this reaction is spontaneous or not? Here's the equation we need to use. Delta S total, okay, equals to delta S surroundings plus delta S reaction. Delta S reaction is known, so our focus would be this one. According to this equation, that is negative delta H for the reaction, negative 95 kilojoule over temperature, 298 Kelvin. Okay, and then plus the delta S reaction, negative 157 joule per Kelvin. When you look at this, when you look at the units, this is a kilojoule and this is a joule. In order to make them, in order to add them, you have to make sure those two items have the same units. So that's why we need to convert the kilojoule to joule. 1 kilojoule, that is 1000 joule. Okay, now with all of the information here, we can calculate the value for delta S total, that is 1.6 times 10 to the 2 joule per K. Apparently this is a positive value. Therefore, according to our criteria here, this is a spontaneous process. Alright, this video is about how we decide whether a reaction is spontaneous or not based on the value of delta S total. Please let me know if you have any questions.